We are witnessing the achievements of mankind in the field of renewable energy and advanced technologies intended for the development of a green economy. It is the 7th day of Expo. Race for the Future Without Harmful Emissions. President of the International Automobile Federation, John Todd, several years ago proposed to hold races on electric cars. On the Formula E, only the electric vehicles race. Today, the car of the future can be accelerated to speed of 100 km per hour in just 3 seconds. In the area of best practices, this car is popular with visitors.
Каждая гонка длится 50 минут.
Each race lasts 50 minutes. Here, the battery only works for 25 minutes. And now we have a question: what can you do to get to the finish line? And here is one feature. As we know, in all races, tires change periodically. But here in the Formula, the car is changed. That is, each driver has 2 cars. And in half the race, he moves to another car. Now several companies specializing in auto parts and the production of conventional cars, the assembly of such sport cars, are dealing with its production. With the help of the Expo, the authors of the project plan to attract more people to the topic of car ecological compatibility and to the fact that even sports cars can be socially responsible. That's how Bogumil Bochniak commands people in the kitchen. He works in a Czech company that deals with gastronomy and restaurant business. At the Expo, he represents a hunting restaurant. If you look closely at the labels on his clothes, you can see the logos of the previous Expo. He visited 7 world exhibitions, so they capture the history of their Expo campaigns. The very first in Spanish Seville he visited in 1992. Since then, Shanghai, Italy, Japan, and now Kazakhstan. If you take into account that the exhibitions have a duration of 3 to 6 months, it's not difficult to calculate how much time he spends abroad. Everywhere, in all countries where I happen to be, I must eat something and try the local cuisine. Naturally, in Kazakhstan it is horse meat. Oh, I really adore it. Such a T-bone steak from the horse. I like this very much. Naturally, in our kitchen we made one dish from a horse meat. This is the most famous Czech goulash. There are a lot of dishes from the game meat at the restaurant. Baked duck with pears, quail meat filled with pasta, everything that can please visitors of Expo at his restaurant. Bogumil is sure that through gastronomy you can introduce your country to guests. The Expo guest knows that energy comes through food, so he invites everyone to gain strength before the excursions to the pavilions of the energy of the future. In the pavilion of this country there is no air conditioner. More precisely, it is installed, but it's not necessary. Here each guest can generate energy himself, and from the twisting of the pedals of his bicycle, a fan comes into motion, from which a cool flow of air is created. By the way, this is the pavilion of Austria. In their understanding, real energy sources are people.
The future energy is not a technological issue. It's not a new technology that saves our problem. In the 50s, everybody believed that nuclear power will save all problems in future. So we believe that not technology will save the problems, it's the human who has to do it. So in our pavilion, the focus is on the human, so that we say, you are the future energy. So your mind, your soul, your heart, and your muscles are needed to solve the problems of the world.
The Pavilion of Austria is a real amusement park for children and adults. Everyone can pull at the ropes, swing on the swings, and realize that energy production is not an easy process. Even if you want to see the beauty of Austria on these screens, you will have to work hard to pedal and work in a team. The human potential is great, and by driving every mechanism here, one can get a sea of positive energy.